Today we were passing through the small town of Adams, Tennessee, and we came by the City Hall, which is located in an old school building. The City Hall, though, is not the only thing in this old school building. It also contains a museum and restaurant as well. We were short on time, so we didn't stop for either of those, but we stopped because there was looked like a display of small buildings next to the old school building. I love the look of this old water pump here by the first building that we're going to come up on, and we will just peep inside because it looks like it has a large door window there. And as you can see from it, it's a barber shop, and I'll zoom back out and give you a better look of it on the outside here. As you can tell, it was in existence in Adams, Tennessee from 1936 to 1996. And I will mention that these buildings weren't in this original spot. All of them, or most of them at least, were moved to this area. Now we'll head on over to the next building, which looks to be the office of a doctor. It has Dr. W.H. Willett on it. And there's a lot of article there to read if you're interested when you come to see it. And that was for Dr. William Hamilton Willett. And it shows a picture of him there, and also the house that they lived in, him and his family. And Dr. Willett would go to the medical school of the University of Nashville, but then later on would go back for more education in medicine to the Vanderbilt University. And when we peeped inside the window there really wasn't much to see there, so we'll head on down to the next building. Well, the next building we come to appears to be another doctor's office. This one just happens to be the office of Dr. J.R. Connell. You may want to pause at this area so you can read what's on the paper there, as it's very interesting, but I will make a comment that he started his practice in 1891, the same year as Dr. Willett did in Adams, Tennessee. Now we'll take a peep inside, and you can see that got a few things, looks like tobacco and stuff in the showcase, but it does show that they had a front room as well as a side room there. During the era of these two doctors that I've just mentioned, house calls were mostly made. In between the doctor's office and the log cabin we're fixing to look at, we see what is known as an outhouse. And this one looks to be in pretty bad shape. It makes you really appreciate the luxuries that we're afforded today with like having an inside toilet. Now we're going to be talking about the Bell Log House, and this is not the John Bell of the Bell Witch story house, as some people might think. But anyway, we won't go into the Bell Witch story there, but we are going to talk about this log house. It was previously owned by Joel Bell, and Richard Bell would end up living in it after Joel did. And he was, of course, in the family of the John Bell line of family. But I found it more interesting. The last owner was a Theo D. Dickinson, and Mr. Dickinson donated this house in 1982 to this property here. And when I got to looking up on him and reading his obituary column, I found some very interesting facts about him. Mr. Dickinson's obituary column stated that he was a farmer, as you might well expect from living in this rural area here, but he was also a horseman, and he was even a jockey. And he was a jockey from 1936 to 1942, and it said that he won 900 races as a jockey. He also served in the 3rd Army under General Patton. He would be injured in the Battle of the Bulge, and he received a Purple Heart for that effort. The information there on Mr. Dickinson also does show a picture of him on a horse. It looks like in California in 1940. Closing out the video with saying thank you so much for watching my video, and hope you have a good day.